Good morning students. In the previous lecture we see that the introduction of coordinate geometry that already we learn in 9th standard, that is xy plane, then equation of x axis, y axis and the 4 quadrant and the points which are lies in 4th quadrant. So that is the revision part we had finished in the previous lecture. Also we finished one topic, that is a distance formula. So everyone knows that what is a distance formula. Suppose if you have given the 2 points A and B whose coordinates are x1, y1, A's coordinates and B's coordinate x2, y2, then the distance between A and B is equal to root of x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square, and this is called the distance formula, and we are going to apply to find the distance between 2 points. So on the basis of distance formula we started exercise 7.1. So today we are going to continue the same exercise, whatever the remaining questions from this exercise. So today I will start with question number 5. So I will read the question number 5. In a classroom, 4 friends are seated at the point A, B, C, D. Here shown in the figure. A, B, C and D are the 4 students are sitting in the classroom. Then Champa and Chameli walks into the class, and after observing for a few minutes, Champa asks Chameli, "Don't you think ABCD is a square?" Chameli disagree. So using the distance formula, which of them is correct we have to find out. So here what we have to find out? Here the 4 students are seated in the classroom. So first we have to find out the distance between all the 4 students. It means A to B, how much distance is there? Then B to C, how much distance is there? AD and CD. So we are going to find out all the 4 distances, and on the basis of this we are going to try to find out which type of quadrilateral it is. So before going for this question, I am going to tell you one more hint, that is, if you have to show that the given quadrilateral is square in a coordinate geometry, for this you are getting 4 sides are equal, means we get the distance of 4 sides are equal, then the 2 diagonals are equal, then we get 2 diagonals are equal. Means if in exam the question asks such that, so check whether the given points are the vertices of square or not. So here we have to find out all the 4 sides length and the length of diagonals. If the measure of 4 sides are equal by using distance formula and the diagonals are equal, then we say that the given vertices are of the vertices of square. So it is a criteria for finding the square. Second, we have to find out whether it is rectangle or not. Whether the given quadrilateral are rectangle or not. So for this again same conditions we have to check. Here only we are going to check opposite sides will be same. Opposite sides equal. It means here we get, suppose if you have given a quadrilateral or rectangle A, B, C, D whose coordinates are given, then we get the opposite sides are equal, means the distance AD and BC we get same, AB and DC we get same. So that time we are going to say that it is a rectangle, but for the rectangle one more condition we have to check, the length of diagonal also equal. So for the rectangle we can say that we get the pair of three sides, means here opposite sides two pairs and one pair of diagonal are equal. Then next, that is a rhombus. Suppose if we have to check whether the given points are the vertices of rhombus or not. For the rhombus what we have to do? For the rhombus only we get four sides are equal. Four sides are equal. Once we get the four sides equal, then we can say that it is a rhombus. And here the diagonals are not equal. So for the rhombus we have to find out all the four sides length, and we are going to write here the rhombus, the given quadrilateral is rhombus. And last, that is a parallelogram. For the parallelogram, what we have to do? Everyone knows the properties of parallelogram. Parallelograms whose opposite sides are equal and parallel. So here we have to check that opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are equal, means here we get the opposite sides equal. In this way we are going to check whether the given vertices are of square, rectangle, rhombus or parallelogram. So students, write down this keep it in your mind, so you will help to solve the sum. Now see our fifth number question. First we are going to write down the coordinates of given points, that is the students. So first let A's coordinates. A coordinate, if you see that on x-axis horizontal line means x and vertical lines means y. So first I will write the x coordinate. X coordinate we can get 3 here and y coordinate we get 4. So first coordinate A, that is we get 3, 4. Then for B we can see here the x coordinate will be 6 and y coordinate will be 7. Similarly, the C's coordinate, x coordinate will be 9 and y coordinate is 4, and D's coordinates are here 6 and here 1. So 6, 1. So in this way, first we are going to find out the coordinates of given 4 points. Now first we are going to solve for AB. Correct? So first for AB, we know the A's coordinates and B's coordinates. A's coordinates it will be 3, 4 and B's coordinates coordinate it is 6, 7. So here we can write x1 equal to 3, y1 equals to 4, x2 equals to 6 and y2 equals to 7. Now by distance formula we get AB is equal to x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Now we are going to substitute the value. x2 is 6 minus x1 will be 3. So 6 minus 3 square plus y2 is 7 minus 4 bracket square. So here we get root of 6 minus 3, 3 square plus 7 minus 4, 3 square. So we get total 9 plus 9. 9 plus 9. So it will be root 18. Then BC. So for BC we can say that second for BC, B's coordinates are 6, 7 and C's coordinates are 9, 4. So first by using here we can take x1 first. x1 is now 6, y1 is 7. x1, y1 will be the coordinates of first point, that is B, and x2, y2 will be the coordinates of C. So here x2 equals to 9 and y2 equals to 4. So by using distance formula BC equals to, we get x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square equals to, here x2 is 9, 9 minus 6 square and 4 minus 7 square. So here again we get 9 minus 6, that is 3 square, and 4 minus 7, that is minus 3 are left, bracket square. Now 3 square will be 9 and plus minus 3 square. Minus negative number square is always positive. We know that the square of negative and positive integer is always positive. So here the square of minus 3 also plus 9. So we get again 9 plus 9, 18. Similarly, now for CD, I will write direct formula and substitute the direct value. So here I will get, see here, C's coordinates, that is 9, 4 and D's coordinate 6, 1. So here x2 is 6 and x1 is 9 square plus y2 here 1 and y1 is 4 bracket square. So we get CD is equal to, here we get 6 root of 6 minus 9 minus 3 square plus 1 minus 4, that is also minus 3 square. So minus 3 square is 9, negative number square also positive, plus here 9 we get 18, root of 18. And lastly we have to find AD. For AD, A's coordinates will be x1, y1 and D's coordinates will be D's coordinates it will be x2, y2. So by distance formula we can write the formula first. X2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square equals to, we get here, see, x2 that is the D's coordinate 6 and A x1 that is 3 bracket raised to square plus y2 is here 1 minus and y1 is equals to 4. So we get here again AD is equals to root of 6 minus 3 plus 1 minus 4 that is minus 3. Again here we get root 18 because 3 square will be 9 plus minus 3 square it will be root of 18. So what we observe here? Here we get AB, BC, CD, AD are same because here for distance AB we get root 18, BC again we get root 18, CD also we get root 18 and AD we get root 18. Now we have to find out the diagonals length. So we are going to find out here AC and BD. So I am going to erase now this. Actually it is a question. You can see in your textbook also. So I am going to rough this side. So I will continue the sum. See here we get that AB, BC, CD and AD are equal. It means we can say that it is a rhombus because all the four sides are equal. So we are going to checking for the diagonals. So first I will check for AC. For AC, A's coordinates we know that 3, 4 and C's coordinates it is given 9, 4. So here A's coordinate will be x1, y1 and C's coordinates will be x2, y2. So first we write by using distance formula AC equal to root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So here we get x2 that is 9 minus 3 bracket square plus 4 minus 4 bracket square. So here we get AC equals to 9 minus 3 that is 6 square and 4 minus 4 that is 0 square. So here we get root of 6 square will be 36 plus 0. Hence we get AC equals to root of 36 and that is equal to 6. Similarly for BD. Similarly we are going to check for BD. B's coordinates we know that is 6, 7 and D's coordinates are 6, 1. So here by using distance formula BD equals to, we get x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So here we get x2 that is 6 minus 6 square plus 7 minus, first y2 will be 1 minus 7 bracket square. So here we get 0 square plus minus 6 square and minus 6 square is 36. So BD is equal to, we get root of 36 and that is equal to 6. So here we get AC and BD also equal and AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to AD. Therefore, we can say that since AB equals to BC equals to CD equals to AD and AC equals to BD, ABCD is a square. ABCD is a square. So hence we get that ABCD is a square. In this way we are going to solve the sum when we have given the graph of given coordinates. So please check. Again I will tell you in short. First we have to find all the four sides distance by using distance formula. Then if they are equal, then we have to check the length of diagonals. The length of diagonals are same. Hence we can say that the given quadrilateral is a square. Now question number 6. Here we have given the four coordinates, that is -3, 5, 3, 1, 0, 3 and -1, -4. So here we have to check which quadrilateral is formed, which type of quadrilateral is formed, and we have to write. So first we are going to take, let the given coordinates are A's coordinate -3, 5, B will be 3, 1, C that is 0, 3 and D that is -1, -4. First again here we are going to same process we will do in the previous question we did. So first I am going to find out for AB. For AB, A's coordinates I will write here -3, 5 and B's coordinates I will write 3, 1. So A's coordinates that is x1, y1 and B's coordinate x2, y2. So by using distance formula we can write, using distance formula AB is equal to root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So here we get AB equals to root of x2 that is 3 minus 3 bracket square. So -3 I will write in bracket because before this number there is a minus sign. So whenever the minus sign will come, you have to write the number after minus sign in the bracket. Here y2 will be 1 minus y1 is 5. So if you observe here we get 3 minus become plus. So 3 plus 3 bracket square plus 1 minus 5 that is -4 square. So here we get 3 plus 3 that is 6 square plus -4 square. So here we get AB equals to root of 6 square is 36 plus 4 square that is 16. So 36 plus 16, 6 plus 6 12 here we get 52. So AB we get 52. Now we are going to check for BC. For BC, we can write first B's coordinate, that is 3, 1, and C's coordinate, that is 0, 3. So first, by using distance formula, I am not going to repeat it here again the formula. I will write directly. BC equals to root of, here x2, here B's coordinates are x1, y1 and C's coordinates are x2, y2. So x2 is here 0 minus x1 is 3. So 0 minus 3 square plus y2 is 3 and y1 is 1. So 0 minus 3, that is minus 3 square plus 3 minus 1, that is 2 square. So here we get root of minus 3 square, that is 9, plus 4 equals to root 13. So we get the value of BC equals to root of 13. Similarly, we can go for the BC/CD. Third one is CD. For CD, C's coordinates we know that 0, 3 and D's coordinates it is given minus 1, minus 4. So C's coordinates are x1, y1 and D's coordinates are x2, y2. So by using distance formula, CD is equal to, we get here x2 is minus 1 minus and x1 is 0 bracket square plus y2 is here minus 4 minus 3 square. So here we get minus 1 minus 0 minus 1 square plus minus 4 minus 3. Minus minus become plus and sign minus. So 4 plus 3, 7 and minus 7 square. So CD is equal to root of 1 plus, here we get 7 square, that is 49. So we get here 50. 1 plus 49, that is 50. And fourth, that is we have to find AD. For AD, A's coordinates we have given minus 3, 5 and D's coordinates we have given minus 1, minus 4. So here by using the distance formula, AD is equal to, we get root of x2. Again here A's coordinate will be x1, y1 and D's coordinate will be x2, y2. So here x2 that is minus 1 minus of minus 3 bracket square. D's y2 will be minus 4 minus 5 bracket square. So here AD equals to, we get minus 1 plus 3 square, minus minus become plus, plus minus minus become plus, sign minus. So here minus 4 minus 5 it become minus 9 square equals to minus plus minus sign of bigger number. So here bigger number is 3. So here 3 minus 1 will be 2 plus minus 9 square. So here we get AD equals to 4 plus 36. Sorry, 2 square is 4 and 9 minus 9 square also 81. So 81 plus 4, that is 85. So here what we observe, we get AB equals to 52, BC equals to 13, CD equals to 15 and AD equals to 85, root of 85. So here all the values are different. So since we can write AB is not equal to BC, not equals to CD and not equals to AD, therefore it is not a quadrilateral. It is not a quadrilateral. Now see the next question, question number 7. Find the distance, point on the x-axis which is equidistant from 2, -5 and -2, 9. So here suppose if I take A as 2, -5 and B that is -2, 9, then the point P is going to be assumed, that is it is on x-axis, so the y coordinate will be 0. So I will take P h, 0 which is equidistant from P A and B. So we get here PA and PB are equal because in the question it is given that point P is equidistant from A and B. So we have to find out now the coordinates of point P. So first we will take, let the point on x-axis be P h, 0. So first I will take that, let the point on x-axis be P and whose coordinates h, 0, and also A's coordinates we have given 2, -5 and B's coordinates -2, 9. Point P is equidistant. Point P is equidistant. It is given from A and B. So we can write PA equals to PB. Okay. So first I am going to find out PA and PB. So first I will write by using distance formula. We can write for PA the distance formula, that is root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Similarly for PB also same, that is x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So here we have to remove this square root sign. So for that we are going to taking square on both the side. Taking square on both the side. So we get here x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square equals to x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Now this x1 y1 are of P and A. So for PA, P's coordinates we know h comma 0 and A's coordinates we are given here 2 comma minus 5. So AP's coordinates are x1 y1 and A's coordinates is x2 y2. So substitute this value in this for PA. So for PA, x2 is 2 minus x1 will be h bracket square plus y2 that is minus 5 minus 0 bracket square. Similarly for PB, P's coordinates remain same h comma 0 that is x1 y1 and B's coordinate that is given minus 2 comma 9. So here the B's coordinates are x2 y2. So we can substitute now. x2 is minus 2 minus x1 will be h bracket square plus here y2 will be 9 minus 0 bracket square. So once we put the value of x2 y2, x1 y1, x2 y2, now we are going to solve this bracket. For this solving, we know that the identity a minus b bracket square. So a minus b bracket square equals to, we get a square minus 2ab plus b square. So I will open this bracket. A square that is 2 square will be 4 minus 2 into h because it is 2 from the identity. A is here 2 and b is here h. Plus here minus 5 minus 0, it means minus 5 square. Again here minus 2 square minus 2 into h plus h square. Last term here also left our last term that is h square. Again here plus sign. 1 minute, I am going to write it again because see here identity. First I will write 2 square minus 2 into 2a into b. It means 2 into h plus b square that is h square plus here minus 5 square. Then here we get minus 2 square minus 2 into h plus h square and lastly 9 minus 0 that is 9 square. Now we are going to solve this. 2 square will be 4 minus 2 2s are 4, 4h plus h square plus minus 5 square that is 25. Again here minus 2 square will be 4, minus become plus, 2 2s are 4, so plus 4h and plus h square plus this 9 square that is 81. So here what we are going to do? Now we are going to write all the h terms in one hand and remaining terms in other hand side. So here 4 plus 25. Now this 4 will come to this side, it become minus, and 80 will come to this side, it become also minus. So here left only these two terms, 4h plus h square. Now this h square will go to this side, it become minus. This h also we are going to remove to this side, it become plus, because here minus, when you shift it will come as plus. Now what happened here? Plus h square minus h square will get cancelled. Here plus 4 minus 4 will get cancelled. Now 25 minus 81. So here plus minus minus and sign of bigger number. So bigger number is here 81. So 81 sign. See here 81 minus 25. 1 become 11 and 8 become 7. So 11 minus 5 we get 6. 7 minus 2 we get 5. So minus 56 is equals to 4h plus 4h, that is 8h. So we get here therefore 8h equals to minus 56. H equals to minus 56 upon 8. 8 ones are 8, 8 sevens are 56. So h equals to we get minus 7. Therefore the point on x-axis which is equidistant from A and B is minus 7, 0. So here we get the coordinates of point on x-axis which is equidistant from 2, minus 5 and minus 2, 9 is minus 7, 0. So in this way we are going to solve this type of question. So please copy down. Now the next question, question number 8. Find the value of y for which the distance between the points P 2, minus 3 and Q 10, y is 10 units. So here we have given, so for distance between P and Q is 10 units. So here we can write first distance P, Q equals to 10 units. Let we have given P's coordinates, that is 2, minus 3 and Q's coordinates are 10, y. So here we get x1 equals to 2, y1 equals to minus 3, x2 equals to 10 and y2 equals to y. Then we have to find the value of y. So by using distance formula, we know the distance formula. So distance PQ equals to in root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So distance PQ, it is given 10 equals to root of x2. x2 is here 10 minus x1, it is given 2. So 10 minus 2 square plus y2 is here y and minus 3 square. So here we get 10 equals to root of 10 minus 2, that is 8 square, plus y minus become plus, so y plus 3 bracket square. See here is root number and here is a whole number. So we have to remove this root, we have to take square on on both the side. So taking square on both the side. Square on both sides. So here we get 10 square equals to root of 8 square plus y plus 3 square whole raised to 2. Now square root means the power is 1 upon 2 and square root and square they are going to always cancelled. So here the square root sign will be removed. Here 10 square become 100 equals to, here the square root sign will be removed. So only left 8 square plus y plus 3 square. So 100 equals to 8 square, that is 64, plus again here we have to use the identity. We know the identity, a plus b bracket square equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So 64. Now this bracket we have, see here, y plus 3 bracket square. So here we get y square plus 2 into a means here y, b means here 3 plus b square, that is 3 square. So we get y square plus 2 3s are 6y plus 3 square will be 9. So expansion of this bracket we get y square plus 6y plus 9. Now we are going to shift 100 to this side. So what happened, therefore y square plus 6y plus 64 plus 9 minus 100 equals to 0 we get. Because only we are going to shift 100 to this side, remaining part I will write as it is. So our here the y square plus 6y plus, now 64 plus 9, it will be 73 minus 100 equals to 0. Again here plus minus minus. So 73 minus 100 we get minus 27 because sign of bigger number. So here we get y square plus 6y minus 27 equals to 0. And now it is a quadratic equation. Already we learned that how to solve the quadratic equation. You can use any one method, formula method, factorization method, or completing the square method. So here I am going to use the factorization method. I want here minus 27 will be the product and plus 6 will be the sum. So we have to find the two numbers such that product will be minus 27. We know that 9 3s are 27, but we require the sum is positive. So 9 minus 3 it will get plus 6, and the product of positive and negative number will be negative. So here we get y square plus 9y minus 3y minus 27 equals to 0. So from this we can take common, y common, so y plus 9 will left, minus 3 will common, y plus 9 left equals to 0. Hence we get y plus 9 in one bracket, y minus 3 in other bracket, which implies that y plus 9 equals to 0 or y minus 3 equals to 0. Therefore we get y equals to minus 9 or y equals to 3. So these are the two values we get for y in this sum. So like this we have to solve the sum. See here, look at the sum, look at here, see the sum how we solved, and now you are going to copy. The remaining part from this exercise I will continue in the next lecture. So till the question number 8, how many questions are left? That is your homework part. So do the homework, complete your notebooks.